Hey Mark, how you doing, man? Thanks for doing this.
Yep.
Um, is there any surprise with you of how good the defense has been this fast with the team, with just everything that's happened and just bringing everyone back together? You guys have been pretty solid so far.
Um, I mean, defense has a lot to do with will and discipline and having a good game plan, and the coaches do a great job of giving us, the ultimate way out on defense and telling us where everybody's going to be at, and we do good percentage of the time we do a pretty solid job on communicating and making teams not do what they're looking to do, right? And yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know you don't love talking about the Vucevic. You seem to do a good job but against him. Is it just the team sort of thing? You just have good schemes and that
Yep.
sort of thing to do a good job against him?
We have a great, like I said, team team defense. Everybody does a great job, and it's not an easy task to stop a player, an all-star player like Nick.
Mhm. Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Going to go next to Stephen Lung from Sportsnet.
Hey, Mark. Obviously, you guys' defense was great in the first half, but it kind of slipped a little bit in the second half, in that third quarter in particular. What happened there? It looked like there's a little bit of miscommunication on some plays.
Yeah, I think that the offense kind of carried into our defense. We became a little more loose with the offense, not executing and allowing their physicality to impact our actions a little more and disrupt our offense, and that kind of threw us off rhythm a little bit. I think we relaxed a little bit because we had a kind of a big lead, and it's things to learn from. You always want to continue to build lead, especially third quarters are huge. So we don't want to come out the locker in third quarter and allowing teams to believe that they can get back into the game.
Thanks a lot, Mark.
Yep.
Going next to Doug Smith from the Toronto Star.
Hey, Mark, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I don't know if the word is comforting or what the feeling is like, but knowing you have guys like Norm could have a big offensive night, and OG could have a big offensive night, and Terrence Davis is going to have a big offensive night sometime. How much freeing is that to the rest of the team, knowing that someone's going to do that?
The ball gotta find them, right? Like the ball has to continue to move in order for those guys to have big nights, and or because we obviously have a way of playing, and we have three guys that are very ball dominant, and then we have to screen for them. We have to create space from the action and them, and make the defense make a decision. After that, it's a game of reads, and as fast as you can make the read and as assertive, the best, and obviously you gotta be ready to shoot it when the ball finds you, and I think that everybody has that capability of making shots in any given night.
I think we've seen OG have much better reads in the last 3 games than we have in a while, whether to drive and kick, or take it right to the rim. Is that just a maturation process to him, do you think, having watched him for a year and a half now?
I mean, you can tell that he's working on it. I mean, he works at it every day, on his handle, on his shot, on his decision making. Now, it's a continuous effort. It's a work in progress. I don't think it's by any means a final product yet. He can still get a lot better, but he's a unique player.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it very much. Thanks for your time.
We go next to Tim Bontemps from ESPN.
Hey, Mark. You talked about the defense a little bit earlier. I know you've only been with the team for 18 months or so, but a lot of these guys have been around together now for 3 or 4 years. Is there any similarities to you to kind of what you guys built in Memphis in terms of having continuity over a long time with a bunch of guys together, that especially in today's NBA where players are moving around a lot, maybe other teams aren't quite able to replicate at that end of
You talk about as far as defense or identity or what?
both defense and specifically, and just kind of in general, being so comfortable with everybody because you've spent so much time around each other?
It's a matter of will. Like defensively, like it's like believing in what the coaches are telling you, and everybody has each other's back. And it's a matter of continuous effort. It's not one effort that's going to stop the play. It's not two. It's not three. You continue to make efforts and make it as tough as possible for the other team and finishing possessions with rebound. So as far as that, it's a matter of will, right? And I think, in our locker room, if you don't have the will and the discipline to play defense, it's going to be really hard for you to see the floor. And that gives the coaches a lot of credit, right? Like they have high standards defensively. And I think that would separate, the good teams from the great teams. I think that's who we are.
Thank you.
Okay, last question for Mark is going to go to Chris Mannix, who's there in person.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Chris.
Good to see you. This team is obviously a contender. Do you think the team believed at the start of the season that you could be here right now, 5 games away from the playoffs, and in this type of position, or did the confidence grow as the year went on?
We don't question those type of things. We don't spend any energy in having that sports talk, right? It's great bar talk. Understand that the media has to do that, and it does create a lot of discussion, and that's always great. We know we're not easy to beat it, and we believe in ourselves. We have a lot of tools, a lot of players, a lot of great players, and a very, to me, like the best coaching staff that you can have in the NBA right now. So you have all the pieces. You gotta put them together, and you gotta have everybody buying in, and everybody had to sacrifice a little bit, like we're doing, of their own game for the best of the team.
So you sense that belief from day one in training camp, the same kind of belief that you had in each other fits now?
We are no excuse team. We just, like, I don't need somebody to tell me to believe in something, because like you go out there, you compete, and you can beat anybody. And it doesn't take a genius to know that we have a lot of pieces, and so I don't need somebody to tell me you guys can win it. Obviously, it's really hard, and it's a different year, obviously, but in a given night, obviously, we can be one of the good teams.